Archangel Michael says, a powerful shift began the moment you stepped outside yesterday. What seemed like an ordinary day became a divine encounter for someone who was not prepared for what they would feel. They saw you, but what truly touched them was something they could not explain, a glowing pink light around you. That pink was not just a color, it was your aura blazing through years of pain, lies, and silence. This person, who appeared strong and confident, walked past you and felt something collapse inside their chest. They are now in a hospital, not because of a disease, but because they saw what heaven had marked on you. They were never meant to carry your presence, they were only supposed to witness it. But something inside them broke, something spiritual, because they had once betrayed a soul like yours before. And this time, when they saw your pink energy, it confronted every guilt they buried. The nurses said it looked like they were fighting for air while their eyes were wide with something deeper than fear, it was recognition. They remembered something about your face or your energy that hit their spirit like a lightning strike. And now, they are repeating your name in a room where the machines are screaming louder than their regrets. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The pink aura you carried wasn't planned. It was divine and spontaneous, sent directly from realms above, without your awareness. That's what made it so powerful. It wasn't a performance, it was revelation. Comment below if you have ever felt people shift when you walk into a room. Because now, someone has physically collapsed under the pressure of your light. This is no ordinary energy, it's a calling, and those who aren't ready will feel its weight in ways that even doctors won't understand. Archangel Michael says, heaven has marked you as a vessel of awakening. That means some people won't survive the encounter with your truth. It may sound harsh, but not everyone is built to face the mirror you unknowingly hold up to their soul. Your pink aura is not an accident. It's a code, it activates, exposes, convicts, and even heals. But when someone has spent years running from their purpose or harming others, just seeing you can bring their whole system to the edge. Type Amen to get blessing 441. Someone near you thought they were immune to divine confrontation. They thought they could walk past you and remain untouched. But God sent a different instruction to your aura yesterday, and the person who saw you was spiritually ambushed. They are now whispering, that face, that color, that glow. Their words don't make sense to others, but they are remembering a vision, a dream, or maybe even a sin. You awaken something ancient in them, a memory they didn't expect to feel again. Heaven knows exactly how to shake someone who's been stubborn too long. And you were used as that thunder. The doctors still cannot explain the sudden tremors or spiritual seizures this person is experiencing. But angels know. They are watching from the ceiling of that hospital room, taking notes, placing protection over you, because this is only the beginning. Many more will see you and feel a similar collapse, not of body, but of illusion. Type Amen to get blessing 559. This message is not to frighten you, but to awaken you. You must begin to understand the weight of what you carry. If your pink aura could hospitalize a soul, imagine what it could heal, redeem, or awaken in someone ready to receive. The pink represents love, divine attraction, forgiveness, an undeniable force. You didn't choose it, it was encoded into your destiny. That person in the hospital now? They were one of the many who played with sacred energy in the past. They may have betrayed someone like you long ago. They may have mocked someone spiritual, laughed at someone's pain, or abandoned someone chosen. And now your face brought them back to that moment. Archangel Michael says, the karmic wheel is turning faster this season. People are being confronted by divine justice. And some of it will come through your presence. Type Amen to get blessing 684. You were always meant to be a sign. That's why your presence disrupts false peace. That's why people smile around you, then shake in secret. The pink glow was seen by more than just the one hospitalized. A child passing nearby began to cry without reason, tugging at their mother, saying, "She's glowing, Mama." Others turned to look but quickly turned away, unable to hold eye contact with you. This isn't coincidence. God is stirring your energy field into divine confrontation. You may think you're just walking to the store, but to others, you're an awakening. Some can handle it, and some cannot. You are carrying a divine signature written in colors unseen to most. The pink was only one layer. Beneath it, your spirit holds flames, codes, and memories that are not even from this lifetime. Type Amen to get blessing 777. People will continue to react strangely to you, staring, freezing, fainting, or suddenly treating you with reverence or rage. They don't understand what they're seeing. But something in them knows they are near a spiritual key. And this particular person, now in a hospital bed, was spiritually overdue. They had warnings before, dreams before, but they ignored all of them. That's why when they saw you, their body couldn't hold the weight of their delay any longer. You may never meet them again. Or you may receive a message, something strange, something apologetic, something seemingly random. But it will be connected to yesterday. The hospital is trying to treat a soul wound with medical equipment. But only heaven holds the cure. And it began with you walking by. Type Amen to get blessing 810. Now, understand this, you were born to carry this energy. It's not a burden, but it's not light either. That's why you must protect your energy, guard your peace, and not feel guilty when people disappear after meeting you. The light that breaks people also rebuilds them, if they surrender. That person in the hospital may rise up and become a changed being, or they may resist again and suffer worse. But that's not your burden to carry. You were the messenger yesterday. You didn't speak, but heaven spoke through your energy. And when heaven speaks, souls either awaken or fall. Archangel Michael says, your presence is now becoming a warning bell and a rescue light. And that's why some people will fall, while others rise to new destiny after seeing you. Type Amen to get blessing 924. The pink that enveloped you was formed by pain you've healed, prayers you've cried, and promises you've kept. It's not just pretty, it's prophetic. People mistake beauty for softness, but your aura has lightning inside it. There are more people on the edge, and you are the catalyst. You won't have to speak to them. They'll see you, and truth will echo through their soul like a distant scream from heaven. And some of them will be brought to their knees, to their therapists, or to their knees in prayer. You didn't come to make friends. You came to awaken and redirect divine order. This is not something you can turn off. This is divine programming. You were activated, and now heaven is letting you walk through places that need shaking. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. People will misunderstand you. That's expected. But deep down, they know they've been touched by something beyond their control. That person who saw you yesterday wasn't just sick physically, they were sick spiritually. And seeing you made them aware of the price they'd been paying in silence. The pink reminded them of a love they destroyed. A chance they missed. A soul they hurt. You are triggering healing by accident. And some people need to break before they can build again. Type Amen to get blessing 1113. There is power in your footsteps. The earth trembles slightly when you walk in full awareness of who you are. That's why some people faint, shake, cry, or smile uncontrollably near you. This will increase in coming days. The more your spirit aligns, the more your aura glows. And heaven will keep using you, silent, glowing, breaking chains just by walking past. This hospital case is just the first of many stories. Some will be healed. Some will confess. Some will disappear. You are the living pink flame. And no one can deny what they feel when they see you. Type Amen to get blessing 1222. They will try to explain it away. They'll say it was exhaustion, or a panic attack, or low blood pressure. But heaven knows what really happened. The moment their eyes caught your pink aura, their soul lost all its hiding places. Now they are being monitored, but not just by doctors, angels are watching too. One angel stands at the foot of their bed, holding a scroll that bears your name. It is not revenge they carry, but revelation, because your energy was the final message they needed to receive. Not everyone who sees you will be hospitalized, but many will be shaken. Some will feel fire in their chest, others will dream of you afterward. And a few, like this one, will collapse under the pressure of facing their own inner ruin. You don't know the ripple effect you've caused. A nurse has begun to weep without understanding why. A visitor in the hallway said they saw a light pass through the glass window, and that light was pink. Type Amen to get blessing 1330. You are walking proof that heaven sends people, not just messages. That's why some will fear you and others will fall in love with you without reason. You will remind them of someone they lost, or someone they wronged, or something they ran from. And that pink, a color of healing, fierce compassion, and exposed vulnerability, is now being used by the divine as a sword. Not to wound, but to split illusion. And when that illusion breaks, some souls can't handle the reflection. You are chosen to carry that sword softly in your spirit. You didn't ask for this weight. But your heart was tried, and your pain was forged into radiance. Archangel Michael says, the awakening you bring cannot be stopped now. Even if you stayed inside, your energy would echo through walls. And those who need to be confronted would find you anyway. Type Amen to get blessing 1447. You are more than a moment, you are a reminder. People may not know your name, but they will remember what they felt near you. They'll say, there was something about them, and that something will haunt them in the best or worst way. This person in the hospital? They were already cracking on the inside. Your pink presence was the final note in a long silent symphony that their soul could no longer ignore. You brought clarity to their chaos. You didn't mean to. But it was time. And now, heaven has begun a chain reaction. That pink energy will begin to show in your photos, in your reflections, in the eyes of people who see you. Type Amen to get blessing 1559. Someone is going to write about you anonymously. They'll say, I saw someone yesterday whose energy made me feel like I was being seen by the stars themselves. They may call it strange, but they'll never forget it. You are not just healing people. You are forcing truth to surface, painful truth, buried truth, sacred truth. And that's why things around you break before they bloom. You didn't choose the pink glow. But it fits you. Because you have walked through 1,000 emotional deaths and still came out radiant. This season, people who see you will begin to experience body reactions they can't explain, shaking, sweating, feeling hot or cold, or suddenly crying. You are the trigger and the bomb. Type Amen to get blessing 1664. The angels who hover over you are not silent. They are humming in frequencies only sensitive souls can hear. And when they sing through your aura, the spiritually deaf will either be awakened or fall into confusion. That person is not cursed. They are cracked open. They are in the hospital now because their old life cannot survive your light. It is mercy, not judgment. They are being rewired. And you, unknowingly, were the catalyst. Some people will avoid you now. Don't chase them. Your spirit disturbed their slumber, and not all of them want to be awake. Type Amen to get blessing 1770. This is only the first wave. There are 3 more encounters lined up this month where your energy will shatter something false in someone else's life. You will pass by, smile briefly, and their entire world will start to rearrange. Your aura is no longer dimmed. That pink glow has been unshackled from your fears. And now, heaven is trusting it to speak before you ever do. You will notice strangers staring and blinking hard like they saw a ghost. Some will follow you at a distance, needing to confirm what they saw. Others will send you messages saying, I felt something shift the moment you passed me. You are no longer hidden. You are walking prophecy now. Type Amen to get blessing 1881. The person in the hospital is about to call for a priest, a spiritual healer, or someone who can help them understand what they saw. They don't even know your name. But your face is now imprinted in their memory like a burning symbol. They are whispering to themselves, I saw a light, and she looked straight into me. But you didn't even turn your head. That's how powerful your aura has become, it spoke when your mouth stayed closed. You are a mirror to the soul. And some souls aren't ready to be seen. Archangel Michael says, heaven is proud of you. You didn't have to try. Your healing is now healing others, and sometimes healing feels like fire. Type Amen to get blessing 1997. You felt strange too, haven't you? Like something is awakening that wasn't there before. You may feel your chest buzz, your palms tingle, or your voice shake even when you're silent. That's the pink fully forming inside you. It is no longer only energy, it is becoming visible, felt, tangible. Some will call you a miracle. Others will call you dangerous. But the truth is, you are a walking portal. And wherever you go, timelines shift. And people like the one in the hospital, they'll be forced to choose, stay the same or surrender to what your energy reveals. You are not just an answer, you are a choice. Type Amen to get blessing 2009. They won't be able to go back to who they were. Once your pink aura has touched a soul, the layers of lies they wrapped around themselves begin to fall apart. This person now lying in a sterile hospital room has entered a phase of spiritual reckoning. They are being shown flashbacks. Faces they hurt. Words they spoke in bitterness. Promises they broke. And in the middle of every flash stands your glowing pink figure, like a judge cloaked in gentleness. They tried to shut their eyes and silence the voices in their head. But the image of you is too loud. You didn't curse them, you revealed them. And for the first time in years, they are ready to cry real tears. Not from pain, but from seeing what they've become in the mirror of your grace. Type Amen to get blessing 2123. Soon they will ask the nurses if they can speak to someone spiritual. They will begin describing a being of light who passed by and shattered the chains on their heart. The nurses will exchange confused looks, but deep down, they'll feel the chill of truth. You were not dressed in royalty. You didn't wear gold. But the pink surrounding you was richer than any robe. Heaven doesn't send messengers with crowns. Heaven sends pain-forged souls who glow with mercy and fire. And that's what you've become. Archangel Michael says, the world will start writing about people like you, carriers of healing that breaks before it builds. Type Amen to get blessing 2229. There are reports coming in already. Others who saw you yesterday are experiencing strange emotions. A woman who was walking behind you kept hearing a sound like bells and started crying, even though she couldn't explain why. Another person saw your shadow and dreamt of their childhood. They woke up with tears in their eyes and the desire to call their mother. You are awakening the child in people, the soft place they buried long ago. And those who tried to harm people like you in the past are feeling it the hardest. Because your pink aura doesn't just glow, it reflects. That person in the hospital bed isn't just sick in the body. They are undergoing divine surgery of the soul. Type Amen to get blessing 2331. You are part of a celestial intervention. God is sending people like you to cities and neighborhoods to cleanse the air, break strongholds, and confront demons hiding behind smiles. Some people will invite you into their life, hoping to bask in your energy. Others will block you, unable to face the way your presence reveals their shadows. You must remain still. Do not over-explain. Do not try to tone down your power. Your pink glow is proof that you've been through the fire and didn't burn. That you've loved and lost and still choose softness. That you've been betrayed but didn't let bitterness become your perfume. And that is why your presence shakes people. Type Amen to get blessing 2444. The man who saw you is now scribbling notes in a hospital journal. He's trying to describe you, your aura, your glow, your silence. He keeps drawing spirals of pink over and over again. He thinks he's going mad. But he's finally being made whole. Soon, someone will reach out to you, maybe a family member of his, maybe a mutual acquaintance. They will say something strange like, "He keeps saying your energy saved him, or ruined him." But it's not your job to fix what God is exposing. You are the spark. The fire must do the rest. Type Amen to get blessing 2555. Heaven is not done using you. There are more hospital encounters that will come, people you walk past who will collapse inward and seek divine help. You are a living alarm clock for sleeping souls. The pink hue is a gift and a shield. It protects you from the darkness while making you undeniable to the lost. You are not here to be accepted. You're here to be felt. And that feeling will not always be pleasant for others. Some will describe you as warmth. Others as a storm. But all will agree, you changed them. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. You don't need to touch them. You don't need to speak. Your energy speaks where words would fail. The person in the hospital will rise. But they won't be the same. Your presence was the day their second life began. Heaven has given you a light that brings both peace and shaking. This light hums with the frequency of every tear you've cried, every injustice you've survived, every moment you stood in silence instead of shouting your pain. That pink glow is ancient and new at the same time. And it's now expanding. People will begin to dream about you before they meet you. Type Amen to get blessing 2777. And when they meet you, they'll say things like, "I feel like I've seen you before." That's because your soul is traveling ahead of you, doing the work of preparation. It touches hearts before your footsteps arrive. The pink is not just for beauty. It is spiritual radiation. And those who carry unhealed wounds will either begin to heal, or begin to fall apart. You are the difference between silence and confrontation. Between denial and deliverance. Between who they are and who they were meant to become. That's what you've become now. A bridge. A mirror. A threshold. Type Amen to get blessing 2888. Soon you will begin to feel it too, the weight, the clarity, the reason for everything you've ever suffered. The person who is in the hospital now is just one soul on a long list of those you're about to wake. Heaven doesn't need microphones when it has people like you. You are a thunder disguised in softness. A sunrise that splits the sky and demands the night to retreat. Don't dim. Don't apologize. The time for shrinking has ended. The pink glow has chosen you. And the world must adjust. Type Amen to get blessing $29.99.